All right, so I have a pretty quick little video today. I don't even think this will be more than like 5 minutes, but it's a little project I wanted to try specifically on my Scotto 34. If you're in my Discord, you would have seen that I've been working on this actually, so I recommend joining my Discord if you're not already. What we're going to do is we're going to jump to the overhead. I'm going to show you what this is, and then we're going to actually implement it on the real board. So let's jump to the overhead. So this here is the little solenoid prototype that I've been working on, which yet again in my Discord I was kind of posting about this, but this here is what we're going to be kind of converting today and making it work on here on my Scotto 34. This is a specific one that I actually brought to KeyCon this year. If you saw me there, I passed it around, showed everyone. It's kind of a cool hand wire board, has a bunch of stuff on the back. But we're gonna get it mounted on here. But I do actually want to show you this working. So what we have here is a simple RP2040 right here, bunch of blue tack material, our solenoid, of course, in the section right here that does that. A switch is wired in, and then there is a circuit on a little PCB here that I actually machined on the Makera back there. But basically, if I take this and then I grab a little USB-C cable and I plug in the RP2040 here, what you'll see is that solenoid kind of actuates. Then if I press this, you can see that it starts firing. So the goal is to actually get this mounted onto the Scotto 34 here. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna actually go all the way upstairs. I'm gonna modify the PCB that I designed here to kind of implement it into that plate design. We'll machine it on the machine and then we'll assemble it. So I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna do that now. So there's the basic PCB right there. I think it came out pretty decent. We have our solenoid mount here. We have our 4 pins that will mount on the actual plate here. So if we grab our keyboard, you'll see it will kind of sit like that on there, or actually it will sit upside down like that. We'll solder all our components to this side. And the one thing I do have to be careful about with this, since I didn't do any silk screen or solder mask on it, is that I don't want to bridge any of the connections. So I just have to be careful when soldering it. But that is the basic PCB there. But what I want to talk about briefly here, and not too much detail, if you do want more details on this stuff, feel free to join my Discord and I'll talk about it on there. But we have to actually do the main component for this entire build, and the most important one is this right here, which is a transistor. Now, the reason we use this is that a solenoid actually pulls a lot of current, and off a GPIO pin, we can't really give it that much power. It's only a few milliamps for what I know. Specifically depending on which controller you're using, but we have to actually power it with 5 volts. So what we're able to do here is that, forgive me on this because I get this confused all the time, there's basically a source, drain, and gate pin on these. The gate, I believe, is the actual switch. So basically what a transistor is essentially just a switch. So what we can do is actually switch that with a GPIO pin, and then we can connect the other pin to a 5 volt source. So we'll pass it through the transistor. So basically you can imagine it kind of passes from here to here or here to here, but basically we'll pass the voltage, the higher voltage over it through the use of a GPIO. That way we don't get any like backwards current into our controller and fry it or anything. So we kind of just use that on there. What I'm going to do now is I'm just going to go through, I'm going to solder up the circuit, and then hopefully afterwards we'll have a functioning little solenoid mount. So I'm going to go through and do that. So there it is, all wired onto the board there. Like I said, very short video, so I didn't really go into detail. But basically on here what we have is we have a voltage wire going to voltage up top of the Pico. We have a ground, and then we just have a single GPIO. So that's what these 3 are here. We have a transistor, we have a diode, we have a resistor, and then this is our solenoid right there going to voltage and ground on there. So what I have to do at this point is I'm going to go back upstairs. I have to actually code the firmware for this, which yet again, not going to go into detail on that, but basically you just add a pin and it pretty much just kind of works. And then this will be fully functional after that, and we'll do a typing test on it. So I'll be right back after I do the firmware. So yeah, it is doing the thing. The firmware was not super hard. I mean, it's basically like 2 lines. You basically enable haptic and then just tell which pin, which we're doing GP28 here. What I did actually mess up is that we look at the wires here. If you look back in the video, I did have these reversed. So I had the voltage going on the right and the ground going on the left there, which was incorrect. So it wasn't working. It took me a little bit to kind of figure that out. But once I figured it out, it is functioning now. So everything is running in there. We can type on it. It does the thing. It feels a little bit weird with the configuration. Like I might need to mess with some like settings on it because it feels a little bit laggy in a way. But it could also be this transistor in the middle because it's just a magnet here. It might be causing issues with the metal part there. I don't know. It does work, which is cool. So we're gonna go do a typing test on it, and we'll see how it sounds. So yeah, there it is. I think it's a pretty cool little modification here. Now, I do think this build does look better with this plate right here, the clear one. I do think maybe if there's a way to do something like that, I don't know. I can maybe hand wire one in the future. I just really wanted to kind of share this and try it out. I don't know how long this video was. I didn't really go into detail. So yet again, if you do have questions down below, link to my Discord, feel free to jump in there and ask me questions on this because it's pretty simple. I just didn't want to do a long video today. I just kind of wanted to show this with you guys, show you what it is because I think it's pretty cool. Now, the one thing I do want to mess with, because I didn't really notice it too bad in the typing test, I did mention it before the typing test, is that kind of lag when typing. I think there is a setting I can do to kind of speed up the solenoid just slightly, and when it compounds over typing like fast, it should be enough speed. It's like 20 milliseconds dwell time. Basically, dwell time is when it goes like that. That's called dwell time. You can basically get a little bit shorter there, which might help that feeling of a little bit of lag there. Other than that, if I plug this in, it is pretty cool, and you see that it does actuate when you plug it in. I decided to leave that to happen. There is a way to fix that with a hardware fix. Basically, the pin that it's controlled by, so this middle GPIO pin here, is actually controlling that, or it's high when you plug it in, so it sends voltage to it and opens the MOSFET. You can basically add, I think it's a resistor on that to ground, and it prevents that, but I decided it's fine. It doesn't cause any damage. But if we just do this, it's pretty cool. It's just kind of a cool, dumb thing I wanted to share with you guys. I do have some more builds coming out. I do want to do a hand wire build in the future with a solenoid on it, maybe in a little bit of a better implementation than this, because I think this is maybe a little messy. Kind of looks cool. I'm a little torn on it. Let me know down below if you like this or not. But I also have some PCB builds coming out that are very, very cool, probably in another week or two. I'm just waiting on the PCBs to get delivered. Post an image of that up here, and also yet again in my Discord. This video is kind of turning into a shameless plug for my Discord at this point, but with that, I don't have much else to say here. Just a short little video today. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.